ओम ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we'll go to verse number 7. Aharastopi sarvasya. Somebody has to mute it, okay? Trividho bhavati priya. Yajnastapastatha dhanam. Tesham bhedamimam shrunu. So as we are in the topic of Shraddhatraya, now after discussing very carefully that especially puja, the object of worship, mode of worship, and motive behind worship determines the types of shraddha the person has. After discussing that, also we saw how sattvic people do puja, how rajasic people do puja, and how tamasic people do puja. So in short, the way I am, I adapt method accordingly. In fact, I will be naturally dragged towards that. So while discussing this, now it is not only that, also as we discussed about this puja, also related to ahar, there is also division. Because actually, if you ask me, the truth is, with this verse number 6, 17th chapter is over actually. Because whatever Arjuna asked the question has been answered. But Lord Krishna thought, let me drag a little bit, okay? I got some opportunity. So some more time is there. And don't forget, okay? The time was suspended, which scientists are not able to understand, because scientist is nothing, just on speculation. Please don't understand very carefully. Suppose you say, oh, I have a scientific mind. It's not that great mind, okay? So unfortunately, we are giving too much importance to the scientific research. However, let me not get into too much. So during Mahabharata war, so the time was suspended. One muhurtam was suspended. So during that time, this Bhagavad Gita was done. So Lord Krishna maybe thought, this is my version, okay? Okay. Some more time is there. So let me stretch a little more, okay? But which is useful for us at least. Maybe he understood, okay, there are, madhyama adhama adhikaris later on will come. So better to address them carefully. So while discussing such, look, apart from puja, ahar means food. And that food is sarvasya priyaha api. So there is something very dear to all of us that is called food. Why and how we'll see. And he says, look, that also is divided into threefold. Trividha tatha. So also yajna, again, tapas, austerity, danam, danam, don't translate it to charity. Shrunu, listen to imam vedam, the difference tesham of them. So that means, again, Lord Krishna would like to elaborate that there are three types of food. There are three types of yajnas. There are three types of tapas, austerity. And there are three types of dhanam. In fact, there are three types of everything, including talking, walking, sleeping. So you can come to a conclusion. So that means what? Even if what you are talking, also whether sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic. How you walk, sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic. Because in fact, I have observed in the childhood, especially for girls, boys not that much importance in our childhood time. So girls, how to walk. Because sometimes if the girl walks little funny or differently, sound comes and other things. Suppose elderly people, elderly ladies, they will have a stick and hit on the leg. Learn to walk properly. But nowadays, Bermuda, no muda, okay? You understand? Means Bermuda means a half dress or no dress, okay? So that is allowed nowadays. And they feel proud also. It's very unfortunate. Parents feel proud to dress, especially girl child, with small short dress. Wow, so nice. And when that child grows up, moves without dress, you know what happens, okay? I don't want to talk. Anyway, this is my problem because I am in the topic, so that's why. Or else I don't have anything to talk, okay? Now, when we see this, ahara, especially going to talk now, 8, 9, and 10. So these three verses are going to be on this ahara with reference to food. So that's why we need to discuss very carefully. So what is all about it? Let us read so that it becomes easier. Ayu sattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhana rasya snigdha stira hridya ahara sattvika priya. So let us start with sattvika food, okay? So we'll not go to now. I don't think today we'll be able to go to other foods. Means rajasic and tamasic. Actually, in our tradition, food plays a major role. In fact, during marriage time, the storeroom is completely handed over to the lady, so that the lady takes over. In fact, that is called relation. If I always say, if a lady does not cook, is not a lady, is not a woman. This is my problem, okay? I may be rude, but today I have to be very clear, okay? Because you can observe how this relationship works. In fact, today, last 2 days, I have been thinking on one aspect. Like how this relationship differs. Then I'll come to this food also. When I'm talking about this Guru-Shishya relationship, let us start with it. When you are committed to the teaching, you give importance to the teacher. You don't have choice. Again, I'm repeating. If you are committed to the teaching, the knowledge, you don't have any other choice other than giving importance to the teacher. Whereas, if you are committed to the teacher, then you will be giving importance to the organization, to the interest of the teacher. Whereas, if you are committed to the interest of the teacher or organization, you give importance your presence. And finally, if you are committed to your presence, you will give importance to your likes and dislikes. Is it clear? Or do you want me to repeat once more? I can do that, okay? Don't worry. Step by step. If you are committed to the teaching, the knowledge, automatically you have to give importance to the teacher. If you are committed to the teacher, you have to give importance to the organization or whatever teacher does. Whereas, if you give importance, if you are committed to the organization or whatever teacher does, then you will give importance to your presence. What role, what benefit I am going to get. Then, when you are committed to what role, what benefit you are going to get, definitely what happens? Simple. You will give importance to what? To your likes and dislikes, preferences. And you can see the gradation of your thinking. Same thing also, any relationship, including family relationship. That's why I brought from food there. Earlier days, nowadays things have changed. Whether it's good or for bad, don't ask me. So a man, let us say, or woman, both way. Generally, we bring always woman, not man. There are many factors are involved. So don't ask me why and how. That's another chapter. And it was not Hinduism, it was all over the world, including in your countries. But nowadays, you don't want to be adjective, especially women, they want to be noun, okay? They don't want to lose their identity. It's another nuisance. How? When a woman was committed to a man, then automatically gives importance to the family. Later on, gradation happens. When the man or woman gives or is committed to family, now what happens? Will give importance to what I am going to get, what I am not going to get. And of course, when person starts giving importance to what I am going to get, what I am not going to get, or when the person is committed to what I am going to get, what I am not going to get, always will give importance to one's own so-called well-being. Is it clear? And this is how the degradation has happened or is happening. And all this thing happens mainly because of food. A lady loses control over the family, including husband, when doesn't cook food properly. I can write it down. Any lady loses control over of the family, not because of anything. There are many other factors, but here is food today. When the lady does not cook properly, because this is the point will come proper, okay? I have a huge list on proper. That's why we say Paranna Prana Sankatam iti. Beautiful phrase we have. We have a lot of phrases on this. In fact, those who do Sandhya Vandanam, there is one prayaschitam on that. So every day you do that, okay? So don't ask me, Swamiji, we don't look at, we just once in a while we do Sandhya Vandanam, that to who is going to look at the meaning, please don't confuse us, okay? Oh. So Paranna Prana Sankatam means when you eat others' food, your prana is in danger. That's why restaurant food is always prana sankatam. Today is Saturday, Sunday. Let us order pizza. Who is going to cook? Crazy ladies, okay? Indirectly, I'm communicating, okay? Who has got, I'm talking Italians especially, okay? Who has got a time? Swamiji, ready-made pesto is there. You have time for worries and anxieties. Can't you make some fresh pesto? Pest? Okay, suppose some ingredient is not there, it's different. All are convenient. Who is going to stand near the, this stove and whatnot? It's sick mind. Why I'm highlighting this aspect here is when we talk about food, first we look at the source of food. From which source the food comes. There are hundreds of examples. And if you want to observe, you can observe. Of course, you need to be sensitive. Then we go to next step is after source of food, who cooks? That's why in Western India, cooks are called Maharaja. So they will say, Maharaj is cooking for Maharaj, okay? His cook is cooking for Swami. They will say nice, or for king or emperor. Both is okay. So nice. So you have to understand what is Maharaj mean, okay? I am a Maharaj means also I am a cook. And that's why when I say who cook, which involves how it is being cooked. When a sattvic person cooks food, food has to be sattvic. Observe this point. And finally, who serves? And of course, how it's served. If sattvic person serves, the food has to be sattvic. The way of serving has to be sattvic. And finally, how one eats. Not standing, moving around, watching movie or phone. And this another one is called buffet. Beggars, okay? Remember, you are a beggar. Whenever you are in a buffet, you are in a beggar. How beggars comes? There is no beggarly things, but still, beggar will start, will look at what to do, what not to do. So grab a plate. So after grabbing the plate, what to do? Which one to take, which one not to take? Go and stand in the queue. You understand? Then the moment it falls, you understand? With left hand, right hand, whichever hand is possible, okay? If choice is being given, the fellow can hold the plate on the mouth and put the both hands, okay, inside. All are possible. I have seen also cases, okay? Don't worry. And hang around, again go there. Hey, better not to eat. Hey, you are not going to die. The amount of food deposit that you have, you can survive at least 1 month, okay? Don't worry. That's why if you come across anywhere, they said, this, what do you call? Buffet makes no difference whether it's temple or not. Once I went one temple, I really hate that place. If I want to use the word, I hate. What is this buffet? And especially some of the temple, they have got this caste system, okay? One caste, they will serve properly, other caste, they will start serve differently. Another funny concept. Anyway, let me not get into too much, okay? So that's why who serves, how serves, and finally, how one eats. All these things put together defines whether it is sattvic food or it is rajasic food or it is tamasic food. Because remember, when we talk about food, prior to food, because two things are most important thing in life. One of the instinct activity that we do is called breathing. That's why we say very carefully, the other name of living beings called prani. Prani titi prani. Because they keep breathing. Prani becomes prani. And the most important thing is that, which is very natural, that we all keep breathing, which is, natural, or you can say instinctive, because you don't think, you just keep breathing. But you need to convert that breathing into yajna. So sometimes we say that is called ajapa mantra. Why I am highlighting this aspect? Because before food to cook, before food to eat, before food to serve, there is a pranayama involved traditional. It's amazing thing to observe. Because why? Pranayama is one of the karma for any sort of prayaschitam. So prayaschitam means, you know what is prayaschitta karma? Let us say I have done some nishiddha karma. Nishiddha karma means the karma that are not supposed to be done. So when some karma I have done that are not supposed to be done, for that I need to nullify. So that is called prayaschitta karma. And pranayama is one of the karma for all sort of prayaschitta. Including for a sannyasi, prayaschitta karma is only prescribed through pranayama. Because for a grihastha, prayaschitta karma involves money, dakshina, many other things. Without dakshina, there is no prayaschitta karma, okay? Especially when somebody passes away, you know what happens. You have to do godanam, you have to do this danam, that danam, because a long list of danam will come. You cannot think of. And of course, all are smart. They will give, okay, let us not ask for all the danam. Give me a package, especially in South India. So it comes in a package, okay? So 13 days ritual, this much package, chapter is over. Whereas for a sannyasi, prayaschitam means only pranayam. So that means if a person wants to change the breathing pattern, so what is the changing breathing pattern? Because inhaling and exhaling is natural to everybody. Whereas when you breathe consciously, means inhale consciously, retain consciously, and exhale consciously, that becomes pranayama. That's why when we do cooking, I'm not talking that you should do, I'm talking about this is called sattvic, comes under this. Before doing cooking, we do worship Agni, the fire. Without worshipping fire, nobody can do cooking. Forget about not taking bath, okay? That's far away. And interestingly, While cooking, one is supposed to chant mantras. That's why in the childhood, I have seen, supposed to be, the girls will be taught like Vishnu Sahasranama and other Sahasranamas, something or other to be taught. So that whatever is in the childhood, it comes automatically cooking time, that comes part of it. And when you have, let us say, Sahasranama, 1,000 names, you chant, you have enough of time. You cannot hurry. You understand? Leisurely, you take care. And your mood is different. That's why always we say mother's food is the best food. Do you know why? Even if mother is cranky, even if mother is stupid, means the lady is stupid, okay? Mother is never stupid, okay? But when the mother cooks for the child, that intention is so good. That's why we say mother's food is the best, not for anything else. That's why while cooking, one is supposed to chant, not watch TV. And especially nowadays in India, television ad comes because all these sources Tamil Nadu. Okay, Tamil Nadu is few years or decades ahead of everybody. Okay, I'm talking about 2 decades before. Now things have changed. They will create the ad in such a way that during ad time, in the ad will be that during ad time you can finish cooking. You can finish all the cleaning the vessels and everything. Okay, you understand? That is ad. Because there are some channels in Tamil Nadu nowadays. I don't know what is the situation of that. Ladies from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock, they don't give remote control to anybody. They hold. And when there is an ad break, that time they will do cook, they will do everything. Now imagine what will happen to that family. And I'm not telling you jokes. Now those children are 10, 15 years old. They don't have anything in the mind, only family politics, family politics, and family politics. However, what I'm highlighting here is if I watch TV, I watch phone, or my worries and anxieties during cooking time, what will happen? The food also is going to be affected. And of course, while serving, just I would like to say this thing stop so that we'll go to verse tomorrow. I remember this serving aspect, which I never knew, to be very honest. Long back in Andhra Pradesh. So generally, when you go, they do like everywhere, they do Abhivadana. So Abhivadana was done. So okay, I saw the person did Abhivadana. Then after that, food is supposed to be served. So while Abhivadana means, you have to announce who you are. You have to introduce yourself who you are in short. So from which Veda, which Shakha, which Gotra. So all the details you have to give. This is called Abhivadana. Now, while serving food, before serving food, the person did Abhivadana. I was shocked. So what is going on? And of course, there is a rule after serving the food, Abhivadana to be done. That is, I understand. But I had never seen, for the first time I saw that before serving food, the Abhivadana was done. Okay. And I was curious, to be very honest, that time. Then after that, I started understanding. Perfect. So that the person, okay, even though I knew him differently, but that is a tradition, so that it informs you, hey, look, I am going to serve you with a sattvic attitude and I belong to this. That means there is sattvic background. Because the most important thing is what? Parana prana sankatam. Don't forget this point at all. the food of others will put your prana in sankatam, in danger. So all your problem that you have is completely related to what? Food. Why? With this tip, I'll stop it. The food is divided into three categories. So we say Bahya, the external, Madhyama, the middle, and Agryam, we say, or Sukshma, the subtle part. So the external food takes care of your taste and finally goes to toilet. Whereas the madhyam portion, the middle portion of food takes care of the nourishment of the body. This carbo and all these factors, minerals, need not be tasted. So the world only knows these two types of food. But we have another type of food that is called Shukshma, is called subtle, which takes care of my prana and mind. So based on these classifications, we categorize whether the food is sattvic or rajasic or tamasic. I think today, let us stop. We'll see more of it. And remember, on this food topic, I can talk months together. Please. Om Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.